Refreshing stories. My name is Hiroshi, and I work in Los Angeles as a police officer in the Internal Affairs Department. I was born and raised in Japan, but I moved to the US when I was in high school. As soon as I arrived to the airport in Los Angeles, somebody stole my luggage from me. My wallet, smartphone, and passport were all taken from me, and I spent the day in tears. I didn't have any ID on me, which caused many issues for me as I arrived to Los Angeles. I contacted the Japanese consulate, and they helped me out until I was able to settle down. In the beginning, I had difficulty finding a place to live, and also, purchasing a new smartphone was difficult, because I didn't have any form of identification on me. This bad experience was what made me aspire to work in the police department, and it was only recently that I was transferred over to the Internal Affairs Department. Our department is in charge of policing bad police officers. Honey, I'm home!
Shh! What do you mean, boss? We can't replace the company car yet. It's only been a year since we purchased it. And you can't use it for personal affairs either. The car is for corporate events only.
This is my wife, Autumn. She works as an accountant at a construction company. But the CEO of the company is reckless and gives her a hard time at work. He's very sloppy with the company's money, and he tries to come up with sly tricks to get out of paying taxes. That's why Autumn has to do a lot of overtime, and also go in on the weekends to clean up the accounting records of the company. She has a tough job.
Hiroshi, how was your day? Mine was hectic as usual. I'm sure you gathered that from my phone call with my boss.
I sometimes worry about you, Autumn. You work so hard, and I feel like your boss is a little irresponsible when it comes to managing his company. He should appreciate all the work that you do to keep his company clean.
You're right. My boss is not good at his job. He makes a mess of everything. If it weren't for me, he'd be in jail by now.
Do you want me to have a word with your boss? I'd love to help you out.
I would, but you can't. It won't be good for the company's reputation if someone saw that a police officer came to give our CEO a warning.
But if he's not doing anything wrong, what's the harm in having a little talk with him so that he doesn't make any mistakes down the road?
I'm not sure if he's completely clean, Hiroshi.
I see. That puts me in an awkward position as a police officer. There he is! We found him! Follow that car! What is it now? Oh, it was nothing. My bad. But look! I found a rare Pokemon! This is Ricardo, and he's the head of the LA Traffic Division. He's really into playing the game Pokemon Go while he's out patrolling the streets of LA. If you love Pokemon so much, shouldn't you purchase the latest version of the game? I don't want to spend money on games. My wife gets mad at me when I overspend. Don't talk to me. I'm in the middle of a game now. There's a camera inside this car. Are you sure that you want to be playing games when we're supposed to be patrolling the streets? I'm sure that they only check the footage if there's anything suspicious to look for. In my case, I have nothing to worry about. Oh, someone's calling me. Damn, I was in the middle of my game. What's up, Carolina?
Remember I told you about those shady guys? Well, now they're calling our house asking us to pay them back their money. What do I do, Ricardo?
Tell them that we paid them back last week. That ought to shut them up.
Actually, I received the bill for your mother's medical treatments and I used the money to pay the bill. The hospital told me that they would stop treating your mother if we kept on missing the payment deadline, so I had to pay them.
Well, you shouldn't have done that.
Please don't be mad at me. Let's not let our son know that we're having money troubles right now. I don't want him to worry.
All right. Let's talk some more when I get home. I'm still working so... Don't go!
Is something the matter? Are you all right?
I'm fine. I almost caught a criminal that I've been chasing for years, but he escaped.
Hold on, your mother wants to speak with you.
My mother?
Ricardo, when are you going to fix our fence?
I fixed it the other day.
Well, you did a bad job of fixing it because the nails are sticking out and one got caught in my sweater.
All right, I'll fix it again, Mother. As Ricardo was having a hard time dealing with his family, I was watching a game of cricket on TV with Autumn at home. But then Autumn received a phone call from her boss. It seemed that Autumn was arguing about something with her boss.
Hiroshi, I'm going out for a few hours.
This late at night?
Yes, it's a work emergency. I'm not sure that the company will make it through this one, though. But maybe it's for the best if the company shuts down.
Do you want me to drive you to work?
No, you don't need to do that. Thank you, though. I know that you have to get up early for work tomorrow, so don't wait up for me. I'm going to take the morning off from work tomorrow, so even if I'm still asleep tomorrow morning, please don't wake me up.
Got it. Good luck with work, honey. Did you catch that Pokemon yet? Shut up, Oliver! I'm trying to concentrate here. Where do you want me to go? Just get the car started. Let's go. A few minutes later, Autumn drove past the car that Oliver was driving with an irritated Ricardo by his side. Please pull over and park your car on the side of the road. Is there a problem, Ricardo? Shut up, Oliver! I feel that the woman driving that car is up to no good. It's a hunch.
Good evening, officer.
Please, get out of your car.
Is that really necessary?
Do as I say.
I wasn't speeding, officer, and I don't think there's anything wrong with my car.
Put your hands on the roof of your car.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Is this your ID?
Yes, it is.
What's your name?
Autumn Ohira.
So, you married an Asian dude. Your husband better not be an illegal immigrant.
He's not. He's a law-abiding resident.
I'm going to check to make sure that you're not in possession of any hazardous objects.
I'm sure that you can tell by the way that I'm dressed that I'm not hiding anything dangerous.
How about under your skirt?
You're abusing your authority.
Shut your mouth! Oliver, make sure that she doesn't get away. I think that you should let her go. She doesn't seem suspicious to me. She talked back to me. I'm a police officer. She should treat me with more respect. I'm going to handcuff you now.
What are you doing? Please stop!
You have the right to remain silent.
Please help me! Make him stop!
This is police headquarters. There's been a chain reaction crash on Wilshire Boulevard, close to Los Angeles County Museum of Art. We need backup right away. This is Ricardo here. We have our hands full with a different situation. Sorry, we can't provide backup now. What's your situation? Actually, it's not a situation. We were just questioning a woman that was out for a drive at night. Okay then, go to the site of the accident as backup, please. Fine, we're on our way. This isn't over, lady.
But I didn't do anything wrong.
Your crime is your stupidity.
Are you saying that I'm stupid because I'm a blonde?
I am, and your sassy attitude isn't helping either. I've memorized your face too. I'll be seeing you again soon, Autumn Ohira. You're going to regret the fact that you talked back to a police officer. I assure you of that. Ricardo left Autumn there after he made those threatening remarks to her.
What an asshole.
The following morning, Autumn didn't mention a word about what had happened to her the previous night. But an unexpected turn of events surprised the both of us. One Sunday, when I was out to run some errands, a police car pulled up by my house. Ricardo came to see Autumn while I was out of the house. Autumn Stevens Ohira.
What brings you to my house?
The other day, you didn't oblige to our police questioning. You're being held accountable for this.
I did no such thing.
Don't deny it. I know that you're hiding something. Maybe some cocaine, speed, or heroin. Come on, confess.
I simply said no to an illegal police questioning, and I had every right to do so.
That's what all criminals say. Look, we'll be on our way if we don't find anything. Just let us take a look, okay?
Fine, go ahead. Search my house as you please.
Ricardo then came into my home without a warrant and started to trash the place. He took all our belongings out of our closet and drawers and made a mess of everything.
What are you doing? Do you have to make such a big mess?
You said yes to a search, didn't you? If you're trying to stop us, does this mean that you're hiding something from us?
I'm not hiding anything. Don't you think that you spent enough time in my house looking for whatever it is that you're after? Haven't you taken this too far? Isn't this an invasion of my privacy?
Shut up, bitch! You should have never talked back to me in the first place. If you make me angry again, I'll arrest you this time. Is that what you want? If you get arrested, you'll lose your job, and your Japanese husband would leave you for sure.
Please stop! I've had enough!
If you want me to leave, you should stay quiet until I'm done here.
Is there a need for you to be so unpleasant? How many times do I have to tell you that I didn't do anything wrong? If me apologizing to you was going to make this better, I will. I'm so sorry if I caused you any inconvenience.
Cry all you want. And yes, you should apologize to me for being disrespectful.
I'm sorry for my rude behavior. I hope that you'll be able to forgive me. Please don't make a bigger mess of my house than it already is. I beg you.
So you feel bad about what you did?
I do. I regret my actions of that day.
If that's the case, please make it up to me.
How would I go about doing that?
You can pay me for starters. You should pay me a fine for insulting me.
All right. This is all the money that I have on me now.
I'm glad that we came to an understanding. I'm sure that you won't mess with the police in the future.
I won't. I promise you that.
Good. I'll be on my way now. I'm going to continue protecting the residents of Los Angeles. For your record, this was a justifiable search. You agree, don't you?
Yes, I'm in total agreement. There are no issues here.
Great. Oliver, she's innocent. Let's get going. We have more work to do. All right, boss. Thank you for your cooperation with the search. We'll be on our way now. If you ever need our services, please let us know. We'll do what we have to keep you all safe. Bye now. That blonde bitch got what she deserved. She should have never talked back to me. Did you see how she was in tears near the end? Where did her toughness go? She's so pathetic. Sorry, boss. I wasn't really paying attention to you two. Afterward, Autumn, I'm home!
Hiroshi, I need your help.
What happened here? Are you alright? You're not hurt?
I'm fine. I just had an unpleasant encounter, that's all. I've already have so much on my plate and now this. I'm so annoyed.
Autumn told me about what had happened with Ricardo. I was furious with Ricardo for taking advantage of Autumn and came up with a brilliant plan to teach him a lesson. A few weeks passed. Ricardo was out patrolling the streets of Los Angeles with his partner Oliver. His life carried on as usual.
Daddy, you're home!
Did you have a nice day at school today?
We have some great news.
What is it?
It looks like we'll be able to pay back our debt after all.
Honey, that's wonderful! Did you find yourself a fabulous new job?
No, I sold the watch that my father left me and the store paid me $5,000 for it.
What? Was it a good idea to sell your father's precious watch?
Yes, it's okay. It's what my father would have wanted. He wouldn't want us to have money troubles. If he were still alive, he would have probably sold his watch to help us out. He was a kind man like you, Ricardo.
I'm so grateful to your father.
Carolina, thank you for doing this for us, and I'm sorry that we had no other options.
Please don't apologize. I'm happy to do this if it means getting our old life back. Let's make sure that we become happy again so that my father's kindness doesn't go to waste.
Thank you so much, Carolina. I'm such a lucky guy to be married to such a wonderful woman with a big heart. This is the LAPD. Get down on the floor. What's going on?
We're innocent!
I told you to get down on the floor. Do what they say. This will all be okay, I promise. Ricardo Espinoza, you're under arrest. You're Japanese. Do you happen to be the husband of the woman that I questioned the other day? That's right, amigo. My name is Hiroshi Ohira. Have you heard of me before? Huh? I work in the Internal Affairs Department. I informed my boss of all your wrongdoings. What? After Autumn told me about what had happened with Ricardo, I did some digging on him. It turns out that he hated blonde women and liked to give them a hard time. He would often pick a fight with them and abuse his power to say that he would arrest them if the women didn't pay him some money. I informed my boss right away and looked into other incidents that were potentially additional offenses for Ricardo. The fact that he had taken money from Autumn as a penalty was a pretty big crime on its own, but with his other offenses, Ricardo would be charged.
Daddy! My husband's innocent. He's a kind man. I know that he wouldn't commit such crimes. Please leave our house.
Take a look at this video. Would you still say that your husband is innocent?
What is this? Ricardo, did you?
Autumn was a very cautious person, so she had set up security cameras all over the house. When Ricardo forced her to pay him, she made sure that she stood in front of one of the cameras so that Ricardo's wrongdoing could be caught on tape. She also cried hysterically to make Ricardo look even more evil.
What a stupid police officer. He had no idea that we had a security camera in the room.
I was proud of Autumn for being so well prepared.
Ricardo, what were you thinking?
Daddy, how could you hurt that woman?
This is all a big misunderstanding. You have to believe me. I was just doing my job. No one gave you such an assignment. You're lying. You stole from my wife, and that makes you a criminal.
Good evening, officer. Nice to see you again.
What are you doing here?
Why did you question me the other day when I did nothing wrong?
It was just a precautionary measure. I didn't mean any harm.
So are you saying that all women with blonde hair are suspicious? What do you have against us? You're racially profiling us.
Racially profiling is when someone assumes that a certain person has committed a crime based on their race or appearance. In the US, racial profiling is prohibited by the law. Here's a question for you. If a blonde woman throws a hand grenade, what would you do? I'd pull out the pin and throw it back at her! No, you idiot! Wrong answer! We know that you've been picking on blonde women and giving them a hard time. You also accused them of committing crimes when they hadn't done anything wrong.
Most people assume that blonde women are stupid, but statistically, we're smarter than the average woman.
I didn't mean to do anything to offend your wife. I was just a little stressed out, and I guess that I took it out on her. You took it out on my wife? You're a police officer. You know that that doesn't excuse your behavior, right? You're making excuses like a criminal. But you're fired, Ricardo. I recommend that you accept a plea bargain. What's going to happen to me now? First of all, you need to pay back all the money you stole from the victims. Second of all, you need to make them compensatory payments. And finally, you need to pay a fine to the LAPD. I don't have that kind of money. I'm willing to take any punishment that comes my way, so please, do something about the payments. I don't have any money. I know that you're lying. I'm aware of the fact that Carolina sold her father's watch for a high price. But that's not my money. It belongs to my wife. Please don't take it from her. She inherited that watch from her father! Hand over the cash! Carolina, help me!
I'm leaving you, Ricardo. I'm going to file for a divorce.
Carolina? I hate you, Dad!
I'm so disappointed in you, Ricardo. I raised you better than this. You deserve to rot in jail.
Please don't abandon me! You're my family! You're all that I have! Get in the car before I zap you with my taser! So this is how the story ended. Ricardo was arrested by his employer, the LAPD. His incident with Autumn was handled as a robbery case. Ricardo accepted a plea bargain like I suggested, and Autumn received back the money that he had stolen from her. The court also ordered him to pay a compensatory payment of $10,000. After that, Ricardo was fired from the LAPD and had to do 180 days of volunteer work. Ricardo became a hot topic on the local news. Local residents were livid with his behavior, and whenever they saw him walking the streets, they would throw garbage at him in anger. If I knew that I would end up doing volunteer work, I should have just done my job properly. Then my family wouldn't have left me either. As for Autumn, she quit her job at the construction company and began to work for a local gas station as their accountant. She works reasonable hours now, and we are able to spend a lot of time together at home. My name is Hiroshi. I was raised by abusive parents. My father was the kind of guy that would always cheat on my mother, even when I was a baby. If he had any money at all, he used it all on other women. Sometimes, he'd even bring his girlfriend home and kick my mother out of the house.
Please don't grow up to be like your father.
My mother would always tell me this. She absolutely despised my father, but getting a job wasn't even an option for her for some reason. So ultimately, my father had all the power in the house.
Hiroshi, stop watching TV and start doing your homework.
Wait, please, just 5 more minutes. I promise that I'll study when I'm done.
But you always say that and never end up studying. If you keep this up, you're gonna be like your father.
Wait, just this one time, please! The show's getting really good right now!
Alright, I get it. You're addicted to this thing, aren't you? Let's throw this thing out then.
What?
This is all your fault. You do know who's making all this effort to raise you, right? Is the TV going to make your meals? Is the TV going to do your laundry for you?
Well, no, but...
Then please, just listen to me, alright? I'm sacrificing a lot of things by being your mother and raising you. I'm basically sacrificing everything I have.
But I never asked you to sacrifice everything you have for me. I want you to live your life and do whatever you want.
What? Why would you say such a thing? I am saying all this because I care about you, you know? Besides, do you want to grow up to be like your father? He always cheats on me and spends all the money that we have. Do you want to become someone like that, huh?
No.
Then start studying, Hiroshi. Alright? I have all day. I'll sit here and tell you to study until you start. Just do what I say, alright? That way you won't end up like your father.
But I don't really understand the homework. Can you teach me, Mom?
But that's not part of my job as a mother. I'm very busy, you know? Unless you're willing to make dinner for us, do the laundry, and make our beds. And you also have to clean the shower room before your dad comes back. Are you gonna do all that yourself? If you can, then I'll help you with your homework.
Well, now that I think about it, I guess teaching homework took as much effort for my mom as finishing all of those chores. Because she never studied in her life, she couldn't keep up with the homework I was assigned, even though I was in primary school at the time. If you can't do it yourself, why would you make your child do it? When I was in 2nd grade, my brother Kuroya was born. My parents loved Kuroya to death. He was their dream child. Holy hell! He was only born yesterday, but he's crying about the fact that he was born into this world and is forced to live by the gears that dictate this world.
Our child must be a genius.
Really? I think all babies cry like that, no? I think Kuroya is just crying. You idiot! You're jealous of Kuroya because he's so much smarter than you, aren't you?
Yeah, he's right. It's your fault that you're no good at school.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't? Then you want me to explain it to you more clearly? You're gonna have to pave your own way in life. You fight with what you have. Being jealous of your brother isn't gonna help you at all. You're gonna be stupid, no matter how much you envy him.
That's right. That's the first time I've agreed with you in a while.
Alright, now do you understand, Hiroshi? I guess there's no point. You're too stupid to get it. After my brother was born, my mother stopped intervening so much in my life. But for better or for worse, they started to neglect me. No matter how much I messed up at school, no matter how well I did on my exams, they never paid attention to what I did. Thank you for working so hard for us, Dad. And thank you, Mom, for always making the best meals for us. I actually made a small maglev train for my summer research project. Isn't it amazing? Here, if you press this button, it moves to the right. And if you press this one, it moves to the left.
Oh, wow, Kuruya can already ride?
Yeah, it's so amazing. What does this one say? Is it an M?
Whoa, this child is a genius.
I bet he's gonna become a professor when he grows up. Maybe even a politician. I guess they just don't care about me. And so, after I graduated primary school, I started to hang out with troublemakers.
Hiroshi, you idiot! Why would you do something that would disappoint your parents?
Why? Because when I fell from a flight of stairs and broke all of my bones, you didn't even care! You were more concerned with how Kuruya's pants were getting looser! So why would you ever be saddened by anything that I do? You didn't care then, why would you care now?
Didn't I teach you to just apologize when I'm mad at you? Why are you talking back to me? And besides, if you were more apologetic like that, people wouldn't want to pick up fights with you.
Well, when I was a kid, it didn't matter if I was apologizing to you or not. You still yelled at me and beat me all the same.
Why are you arguing with me? I am your mother.
Well, I always saw you arguing with Dad, so I just assumed that that was something we were supposed to do. I guess I came to the wrong conclusion then.
God, I should have never had you. You know that, right? I would have been much happier if Kuruya was our first child.
Mom, please, stop fighting over me. I really respect Hiroshi, you know? I really do. I can't think of a life without Hiroshi.
Well, if you say so, Kuruya, I'll let it slide this time, Hiroshi. But if something like this happens again, then I'm kicking you out.
Kuruya was the type of kid who would listen to whatever his parents told him to, but he always came to my rescue when I was getting bullied by my parents. After graduating from middle school, I decided not to go to high school. Instead, I rented a room with my friends and tried to make ends meet by working part-time jobs. Kuruya ended up graduating from a very prestigious university and started working for a very famous firm.
Thanks to you, your father stopped cheating on me. Thank you so much.
From now on, you're the man of the family. You gotta support your parents, right? Yeah, that sounds like a big responsibility. Why was I even born into this world, man? I can't get a stable job, and I have barely any money. Maybe Mom was right all along. God, I wish I was a CEO of a big-time company. I wouldn't even go to the office. I'd just give my orders from my house. And I would get paid filthy amounts of cash by doing just that. I'm so jealous. Huh? Wait. How did CEOs become CEOs? That question really stuck with me for some reason. The CEOs I've met in my life have all been either high school or college dropouts. Many of them were like me and weren't very good students. And so, I reached out to a business owner that I knew and asked him out for lunch. A few years later, hey bro. What's up, Kuroya? I was actually thinking of taking our parents out for a vacation soon. They really helped me get to where I am today, so, oh cool. Have fun with that. No, what I wanted to say was, with my salary, I don't even think I can take them out for dinner. So you're asking me to help fund this? Well, yes. For them? For those assholes? I don't know how they were with you, but I don't ever remember them giving me any love or affection. I know, but Hiroshi, they're your parents too. Wait, how about this then? You go on the trip with us, and we show you what you're truly capable of there. And we'll make them pay for what they've done to you. How about that? They would be forced to apologize to you. Whose side are you on, man? Well, we're a family. There's no sides to this. If you're thankful to your parents, then you're thankful. But if you hate them, that's valid too. So why don't we resolve this 30-year-long conflict once and for all? Well, if you're fine with that, then sure. Thank you so much. I won't forget this. And so, us four gathered together in the same place for the first time in 15 years. and we were on our way to a family trip. Why are you coming with us? What gives you the right?
Yeah, that's right. You haven't done anything for us since you left 15 years ago.
Well, I guess now it's finally time. Then you should have just sent us money. We would have used it very wisely on this trip. Very wisely. Money? Well, when you get to my level, you're able to have fun without even spending a lot of money. He's gonna make Kuya pay for everything.
Hey, Hiroshi, I think you might want to go to the bathroom.
Huh?
Well, the flight is about to start boarding. I think you should go to the bathroom before we leave.
There's a bathroom on the plane, you know.
Just go, alright? Just listen to me for once, would you?
I'm not a kid anymore. Alright, fine. I guess you don't want to see my face, huh? Then have a safe flight and don't get plane sick.
Hey, honey, let's get rid of his ticket.
What? Yeah, that's a good idea. We can refund it and use the extra cash to get some drinks. Wait a minute. We really shouldn't. Can you believe it? They forced me to go to the bathroom and refunded my ticket. Huh? Where's my family? I'm sorry, Hiroshi. I couldn't stop them. We're already at the boarding gate. You're jobless anyway. If you thought you could get a free vacation, guess again.
I never want to see you again. You have to understand how much pain and destruction you've caused our family. And this should teach you to be a better person and start living your life honestly. I am very worried about you, you know?
If you think you're an honest human being, then I'd rather not be honest. All right. I have a few extra days now, so I guess I'll get back to work. And so, the three of them arrived at the 5-star hotel that we were supposed to stay at. But there, something unbelievable happened. I'm Ohira. I have a reservation here. One couldn't come because they were sick, so please cancel his reservation.
Sure thing. That'll be $30,000 for 3 for 4 nights.
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
What? You don't know what I'm talking about? When you buy snacks, you pay money to buy them, right? Then isn't it obvious that you have to pay money to stay at a hotel?
But why does it cost $30,000?
Because we're a 5-star hotel.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. But you probably won't be able to stay there if you can't prove that you own their stock. If you want to pay the $30,000, then you guys can, but...
Prove that we own their stock?
Well, you guys probably won't believe me even if I said this to you. But I own most of the stocks for the hotel you guys are staying at. What? Wait, so does that make you the owner of the hotel? That's right. Through the conversations I had with various business owners, I learned about how the capitalist economy worked. And from there, I climbed up the corporate ladder. I actually bought most of the stocks for this hotel, too. And I was able to stay here for free for 30 days every year.
I'm so sorry, I was wrong. Please come back. I was stupid and didn't know. I'm really sorry, so please.
Well, you being stupid is your problem, not mine. I studied very hard. Everything I know about business, finance, and real estate, I taught myself.
I said I was sorry. I don't remember raising a kid that would abandon their parents in their time of need.
Well, that's obvious, isn't it? Because I don't remember being raised by a mother who would abandon their child when he needed her the most. All right, I have to go to work, so bye. Hey, Hiroshi! Hiroshi, please! And so, my parents, who were supposed to spend the next 5 days at a 5-star hotel, were forced to stay at a capsule hotel. And my brother ended up changing his flight and going home early. This is so fun! When was the last time we stayed at a capsule hotel together, huh?
This isn't fun at all!
My name is Hiroshi. I'm a production manager at the anime production company San Picture. As a production manager, I'm in charge of managing the budget, the schedule of each individual section, receiving and distributing the original illustrations, and so on. Because of the multiple steps and people involved with creating just one animation, there's almost always trouble along the way. Dealing with these problems is another important part of my job as a production manager. Alongside this job, I was writing my own anime as well, and every year I was submitting my own works to a contest held by a major production company. If you got the grand prize, your work would be turned into an anime and broadcast on national television. This year, I went all out, and I was feeling pretty confident about my submission. The title of this masterpiece was Criminal Hunter. Oh, the results of the preliminary round are out. This is my year. Oh, darn. Rejected once again. This high-stakes contest was always judged very harshly. And once again, this year, there was no grand prize winner. And only 4 honorable mentions awarded with a prize money of just $50. If I can't even get an honorable mention with one of my best works, maybe I don't have any talent for this after all. However, around the time that I had completely forgotten about this, something unimaginable happened. Hello? Am I speaking with Mr. Hiroshi Ohira? Yes, speaking. I'm calling in regards to your submission for the anime production contest. I believe you submitted the work Criminal Hunter. Is that right? The person on the other end of the line was Mr. Akiyama, from the famed publisher hosting the contest. We've got some good news for you. We were actually approached by a TV network, saying that they want to make Criminal Hunter an anime. Are you serious? Upon further discussion, it turns out that Criminal Hunter wasn't considered for an award, but one of the TV producers took a liking to it and suggested that they make it into a special production for a late-night shot. Wow, yes, please! It would be an honor! Thank you so much! So very much! The only thing is that because this is a special case within special cases, and we're making a big exception here, we can't award you any prize money, and all copyrights to the anime will be held by our company. What? Well, if it still means that my work will see the light of day, then that's all right with me. And so, we continued the conversation, and to my delight, they handed over the production of the anime to my company. My work, Criminal Hunter, was based in 1920s America, where a young boy who survived an attack from a mysterious entity called the Boogeyman was given superpowers, and he helps the BOI, later known as the FBI, to solve and defeat the bad guys.
Nice to meet you, Cliff. My name is Grace. I'm a detective with the BOI. You were the 132nd victim thought to be missing after an attack by the Boogeyman, and you are the only survivor we found. During this last week that you were missing, do you remember where or what you were doing?
When it becomes 12 o'clock at night, that's when they show their true selves in this universe. They seek out children who are all alone and enslave them with fear and sadness. And that's how they drag them down into their world.
What happens after that?
They take over your body, and one by one, he sucks away all of your energy. When it becomes 12 o'clock at night, their powers become activated, and they're able to take on the human form and come into this universe. If they succeed in taking any children during that time, then your turn to have your energy sucked away gets passed over. That's what they call the Boogeymen.
How did you make it back here alive?
They go after your heart, and that's how they take over your body and enslave you. But me? I don't have a heart. Well, to be more precise, my heart is broken. That's why they couldn't completely control me.
What do you mean, completely?
That's right. Even now, when the clock strikes 12, the right side of my body turns into one of them. That's why, with at least my right hand, I can help you take down the Boogeyman. Fast forward to the end of the story. Cliff slowly begins to mend his broken heart, but alongside that, the Boogeyman who had taken over his body becomes more and more brutal. That's how the story goes. However, when we finally began meetings to start planning the anime, the story had been completely changed.
There you are, the Boogeyman! Cliff, now is your chance. Show him your death blow.
You know I got this! Boogie Master!
Phew, another easy one in the books. Well then, shall we cheer with the moonshine that we confiscated?
Cheers! Man, moonshine sure is delicious. What is this? It's so lame. Do you have some kind of complaint, Hiroshi? This was coming from the chief producer of Sun Picture, Mr. Kazushige Kazama. Around the office, we called him Mr. Crab Cakes. Every single time, he always messes everything up and is your typical bad boss. What is this? The Boogie Master? This was never in the original script, was it? It was my idea. No surprise there. Moreover, Cliff is 14 years old in this story. Why is he drinking alcohol like it's nothing? It's because the sponsor is an alcohol producer. So at the end of every episode, we're putting in a scene where they cheers. We can just make Cliff 21 years old. It's not that big of a deal. Do you realize that makes so many parts of this story inconsistent? Yeah, well, if the main character doesn't drink alcohol, the sponsors won't be happy, right? Plus, it was a story based around moonshine anyway. No, it's not! The theme of the story is about the Battle of the Heart. Did you even read the original script from start to finish? Who do you think you are, Hiroshi? You're in a position far inferior to mine, so don't you dare talk back to me or try to change the decisions I've already made. Actually, at this time, due to an agreement with the publisher, I had to keep it a secret that I was the author of this anime. That's also because the producer is this kind of a person, so they knew that if he found out that the author was someone beneath him, it would get too messy. I tried to look past the fact that my work was being changed so dramatically, and I had no choice but to stay silent and continue with my work. Even then, the director and the actors seemed to really like the original script as well, so I went around to each individual section and did what I could to try to maintain the essence of the original script. Maybe my efforts paid off, because when the anime was finally released, in its first week, it surpassed the average viewer rate for that time slot and was off to a great start. However, this was when Mr. Kazama did something outrageous. Hey! Do none of you understand what I'm trying to say here? Sheesh! You're all useless, all of you! With not even an inkling of good sense in you, why do I even bother? He had a feeling that people were going against him in production, and he passed all creation rights after the 6th episode to a subcontractor. If that happens, not even myself, the staff, or even the director could do anything about it. To make matters worse, the subcontractor didn't have enough resources, and they ended up throwing it to their subcontractors overseas. And so, what was brought forward in the end was something I didn't even recognize. And because the deadline was already approaching, there was nothing I could do to fix it. And it went straight to the TV for broadcast. And this was the beginning of the demise of my beloved work.
Ah, you finally show yourself, Boogeyman. Cliff, this is your time to shine.
Okay, leave it to me! Death Blow! Boogie Flash!
Phew, and another one bites the dust. Come on now, time to cheers with the moonshine.
Cheers! Man, moonshine sure is the best. I hate this company. I'm done. By the 7th episode, the movement between each scene had become so scarce that it had become more like a picture book than an anime. What do you think you're doing, Mr. Crab Cakes? Shut up! Don't call me Crab Cakes! If we let it continue like this, even the sponsors will be extremely angry. We have to take production back into our hands. But if you start now, are you really going to be able to meet the deadline? I'll make sure of it, no matter what. Even if my heart depends on it.
What? It's impossible! This is way too much!
I know. But please, I'm begging you, if my life depends on it.
Alright, fine. I guess I have no choice. I'll see what I can do.
Everyone, I swear, I'll make it all up to you someday. But please, help me out here. After that, how did this happen?
I worked day and night for 3 days, but it didn't seem like I was going to make it, so I had my daughter help me.
Your daughter, I see. How old is she again?
She's in, the 5th grade.
Thank you so very much for getting this in on time. I couldn't believe it. But the in-house animator, Miss Onimura, had the absolutely absurd idea to have her 5th grade daughter help draw some of the images. Don't you think the Quimhun animators are pretty awful these days?
I wonder if they don't have enough animators. How sad.
Moonshine! It's so delicious!
Pardon me. Sorry, but I really need you to submit the request sooner. Otherwise, there's nothing I can do.
I'm so sorry. It's not like I'm doing any of this by choice. In the midst of the chaos, the absolute worst possible thing happened. Well, hey there, Hiroshi. Yes, it was you, wasn't it, who started the rebellion against my ideas? No. Sorry, but I'm not sure I understand what you're trying to say. Stop acting dumb! I know you were the one going around and telling everybody to ignore my instructions. I abided by all of your instructions. But Mr. Crabzama, you were taking way too many liberties with the script. And now, in some of the most important episodes, there are so many inconsistencies with the story. I'm trying to tell you that this rebellious spirit is what's unacceptable. I'm trying to tell you that you need to change your attitude towards someone else's script. Stop trying to be so self-righteous. I'm not doing this like it's a game. What makes you think I'm doing any of this for fun? Anime production is a business, and we're here to make money. Because of you, some of these episodes have turned into a complete joke! Psh, whatever. I have no intention of continuing this conversation, or working with you in general. You're fired. Fired?! Yes, fired. So there's no need for you to come to work tomorrow. But without me, nothing is going to get done! You think you're way more important than you actually are, as if the work is going to stop just because one person like you isn't here. Is that so? Well then, if that's what you think, I guess I'll do as you wish, and I'll be leaving this job from this moment. Oh yes, that's right. Mr. Crabzama, it looks like you missed a very important foreshadowing moment in the story. Stop talking already! You no longer work here, and your words are no longer welcome here. You're right. Well, in that case, I suppose I can fully say what I want. So just so you know, the person who wrote Criminal Hunter is me! What? What are you even saying? Is that your desperate barking of defeat? I am the writer of the original script. Please, feel free to confirm it for yourself. Yeah, right. As if that would ever be the case, idiot. Just like that, I was fired from my job at Sun Picture. To be honest, I was starting to get fed up of working under Mr. Kazama, so I can't say that I had any regrets. However... Ah! Hiroshi! Yes? What do you want? Help me! No thanks. I can't! What are you, a teenage girl? The sponsor said that they were really looking forward to the vampire episode and that we ruined it! And now they're angry! And our viewer rates are down to 0.1%! Well, that's no surprise if you ignored the script that much and still did whatever you wanted. In the anime version, the moonshine that Cliff and Grace were regularly drinking was actually a key part of the story in the original script. I saw the mastermind behind all of this!
Cliff, who is it? Who could it be?
It's none other than the boss of that gang! Inside of the moonshine that they were selling, they had been putting poison inside to turn humans into boogeymen! And so they were kidnapping children and sucking away their energy for himself! He was never a human to begin with. He's a vampire! However, Mr. Kazama bowed straight down to the sponsors, and because he was portraying the moonshine like it was juice, they couldn't use the plotline, and... You vampire! How can this be? My Boogie Buster doesn't work on you! Damn it! What am I supposed to do now?
Finally, it's my turn to save the day. I thought this might happen, and so I prepared a water gun with garlic inside.
Garlic? At the very least, it could have been bullets made of silver. I'll even give you half of the bribe I got from the sponsors, so please rewrite the story and save us! Huh? You had even received a bribe? Now I know why you were so particularly fixed on the alcohol part of the story. Even the sponsor's logo was fully inserted. You can't blame me! My salary just isn't enough to support my life! The staff are paid way less than you, and they still work twice as hard. I guess you were baited by the money in front of you, and you lost sight of something even more important. All you had to do was follow the original script, and make that into an anime. No, but still! If we had made the original script directly into an anime, there's no way it would have done well on TV these days! Do you remember the statistics from the first few episodes? And then you stepped in, and now the viewer rate is below 0.1%. Even from a business perspective, it was obvious that it was only getting worse and worse. Look, I was wrong. I'll admit that it was all my fault, so please, just come back. Since you left, the animators have also been quitting one by one. If we mess it up again, the program will be completely cancelled. That makes me want to go back even less. If this is the case, then you better return every single penny of that bribe. Although, I am sure that this won't be settled so easily. And so, my dear Criminal Hunter was unfortunately cancelled from broadcast. Apparently, both the TV network and the publishers wanted to know why Sun Picture had changed to the original script so much. And I told them straight up how the chief producer, Mr. Kazama, had taken a bribe and exposed everything that he had done. The entire media industry was shocked and angered by this incident, and Mr. Kazama was banned from the industry. On the other hand, I joined hands with Mr. Akiyama and the rest of the production staff. And according to the original script, we released a manga version of Criminal Hunter online for free. It's true. Through all of these battles, I can feel my heart mending little by little. But because of that, The boogeyman inside of me is also getting stronger by the day. However, as long as my courage and my hope prevail, I will use all of his power on my own terms, and I will be able to control it. The manga was a huge hit, and we decided to start our own business outside of Sam Picture. We had a successful crowdfunding from real anime fans, and ultimately, we signed a deal with a major international streaming company, and the anime of my dreams was finally made into a reality exactly the way I had pictured it. And the best part is that the final episode broke records as the #1 most viewed finale out of any new series. We've even got offers from Hollywood to make a movie script out of it. My name is Hiroshi, and I'm the owner of a small factory. We have an exclusive partnership agreement with the global smartphone maker Papaya Corporation. Our company is in charge of supplying Papaya Corporation with high-tech batteries for their smartphones. As a result, my company is doing really well. But our agreement with Papaya Corporation is about to expire soon, and I was feeling antsy. The technology that you provide is the best that you can find in Japan! Thank you. We've been very lucky to be able to partner with Papaya Corporation. Teruya Kanekashi is a banker, and I work with him to get approval of loans from his bank. His bank is the main bank that we work with. Today, I'd like to discuss new business with you. I'm intrigued. It's a project regarding the development of electric motorcycles. Our other client, Sky Electronics, would like to use the battery your factory produces. I knew that it wasn't good to rely on one main product. It was wiser to have a diversified business. Please, tell me more. A few hours later, we'd be happy to take a part in this project that you proposed to us today. Thank you so much! This means that we need to do some additional investments in equipment. That's right. Would you be able to grant us some additional funding at the bank? The bank agreed to provide us with the funds necessary to develop the new battery needed for the electric motorcycles. We were successful in developing the new battery at our factory, and Sky Electronics was able to start selling their new electric motorcycles. Mr. Ohira, we have a problem. The electric motorcycles aren't selling well at all. Couldn't you have put in more efforts to deliver a better product? I mean, you work with Papaya Corporation. We thought that you'd do better than this. There's nothing wrong with the batteries that we developed for the electric motorcycles. I think there's a problem with the end product, and perhaps the marketing plan on Sky Electronics' side. Are you saying that this is their fault? Are you going to blame this on them? Not at all. I was just trying to analyze the situation. The battery that we developed for this product is top of the line. It's the best that we've made to date. But if the end product doesn't sell, what's the point, right? Are you indirectly trying to blame us for the bad sales? Never mind. So what do you need from us today? In order to develop new products and make sure that the company maintains its stability, I'd like to ask for additional funding. I'm thinking of around 50 million yen. Okay, fine. Fill out these papers, please. And we would also need an updated business plan. Thank you so much! You don't have time to waste. You should get back to work and develop something that will bring in real money. Yes, will do! Mr. Kanekashi was very kind to me in the beginning, but over time, he started to act very cold towards me. I didn't know why. And he didn't really put any effort into our business meetings. I can't rely on Papaya Corporation forever. I need to come up with some new business ideas.
The Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport and Tourism announced today that it would be making efforts to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide emissions from automobiles. Currently, Japan emits 180 million tons of carbon dioxide a year.
I guess that makes sense, seeing how many people own cars in this country.
If no action is taken, the temperature will go up by 4 degrees by the end of the 21st century. If the temperature rises by 4 degrees, the ocean levels will go up, and this will have an impact on the ecosystem. There are concerns of abnormal climate conditions as well.
Global warming. It's not something that we can continue to ignore. It's really happening. I wonder what the world would be like when my daughter Yui becomes an adult. Actually, there is something I can do for Yui and the rest of the world. Bunta! What's up, Hiroshi? I've come up with a brilliant idea! Our company should start manufacturing batteries for electric vehicles. Electric vehicles? At our factory? If we enhance the battery that we develop for the electric motorcycles, I think that we could do it. What do you think? I suppose with our technologies and expertise, we'd be able to create it. If we could create a battery that allowed cars to run for a long time, even with a short charging time, if we can make this happen, this would be great news for our company. But why the sudden urge? Well, global warming is a pressing issue, And I think that in the near future, people will stop driving gasoline cars. There's an urgent need to come up with a sustainable alternative, and I think that solution is electric vehicles. You're right. Many countries are beginning to ban the manufacture of gasoline cars because it's so bad for the environment. And I see on the news that people are becoming more and more interested in electric vehicles. Many companies around the world are developing electric vehicles as we speak. Yes, there are still many obstacles to overcome, but I think that this may be our next big thing. If we come up with a state-of-the-art battery, it could be the answer to some of the existing issues. And if we think of the younger generations, we adults have the responsibility to tackle such social issues. Let's do this! I asked Bunta to head up a team that will work on developing a new battery for electric vehicles. We spent many late nights at the factory developing our new product. As a team, we spent hours discussing the design plan, and sometimes we would argue about what was the right course of action. After 2 months of everyone's hard work, yes, we did it! Our new battery is finished! Wow! Can't believe that we've been able to accomplish this! I'm so proud of ourselves! This is gonna be big news in our industry! And when I say big, I'm talking groundbreaking! Yes, totally! It's going to be a hot topic at trade shows, I just know it! This is gonna become a big hit, not only in Japan, but around the world! Let's go big with our marketing plan as well! I also have a morning meeting with Mr. Kanekashi from the bank. I wonder what he wants to talk to me about. Is he gonna invest more in our business? If that's what it's about, that'd be great, because we spent a lot on developing this new battery. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to know that our new battery is finally complete. Yes, I'm sure. Now let's all get a good night's rest for tomorrow's big events. We have an important product launch. Thank you everyone for your hard work. The following day, thank you for making the time to meet me today. May I know what this meeting is regarding? Because of all the funding your bank has provided us with so far, we've been able to develop an amazing new battery which will wow the world. Is this about additional funding? No. Actually, I'd like to inform you that we won't be investing in your company any longer. We'd like to ask you to pay back what we've loaned you to date. The deadline is the end of the month. Why so suddenly? Is there a problem? There is. Your company isn't doing well financially, and we no longer see you as an attractive investment. Up until now, you had that agreement with Papaya Corporation, which is why we lent so much money to a small business like you. Now that your contract with Papaya Corporation has expired, we don't see how you're going to continue making money. There's the risk of your company going bankrupt in the near future, and we don't want to take on such a risk. So please, pay us back as soon as possible. But if we pay back all our debt in one lot, that's what will shut us down. Won't you allow us to pay you back in installments? We can't allow that. We want the payment in a lump sum. But it's not even written in our contract. This isn't fair. If you take a look at item 5 of article 3 of our loan agreement, it says that in the event that you lose credibility, we are able to request payment of the loan in a lump sum. I'm sorry, but it looks like you have no choice but to go bankrupt. Please don't do this. You're free to discuss this with your lawyer or try to find a new bank that is willing to finance you. I don't think that there'll be another bank that'd be willing to let you millions of yen though. We won't ask for additional funding, so could you please give us a little more time to gather the funds for repayment? If my company goes bankrupt, I won't be able to take care of my employees anymore. I'd like to say to you that it's not our problem, but I'm not that mean. There is one possible solution to your problem. This will save your employees from financial struggles. Do you want to know more? Yes, I do. Please. You can sell your company to Sky Electronics. What? That's the only way forward. If you really care about your employees will continue to be employed by Sky Electronics, so they'll be protected. But you'll need to resign your position as head of your company. I can't make such a huge decision. I need more time to think about this. Well, you don't have much time, so make up your mind as soon as you can. I don't know what to do. Is this the best solution? I was distressed over the fact that I had to decide whether my company would go bankrupt or be bought out by Sky Electronics. I had to think about what was best for my employees. I was leaning towards selling my company to Sky Electronics. I was devastated that the company that I cherished so much was coming to an end. I then received a phone call. Hello? Hey, it's Bunta. You done with your meeting with the bank? Yes, it's over. Everything is. What do you mean? You need to get here right away. We're all waiting for you. There are many people here to see you. Okay, I'm on my way. Maybe I should start my own farm in Hokkaido. I'd probably make a good pumpkin farmer. Hello. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Are you the president of Ohira Factory?
Yes, I am. Pleased to meet you.
My name is Iron Matsuda, and I'm the CEO of Trust Corporation. I've come to you with a business proposal.
Your company is the top electric automobile company in Japan. I'm honored that you consider us for one of your business projects, but why work with a small factory like us?
I heard that you used to supply Papaya Corporation with batteries for their smartphones. I'd like you to supply us with the batteries for our electric automobiles.
Are you sure? We'd be more than happy to.
I've already discussed the details with your manager, Bunta. He told me that you just finished developing a new battery. I think that it'll be perfect for our products.
Thank you so much. But to be honest, we're having some serious financial issues right now.
Our company will support you with whatever money issues you're facing, so you don't need to worry.
Really? That's great news for us. I thought that I was going to lose my company, but you came and saved us.
We're working on a new confidential project with Papaya Corporation to develop a new type of electric car. This new car is going to use the technology of the smartphones designed by Papaya Corporation to create a whole new experience. The new car will feature an automated drive function, which can be controlled through the smartphones. We're currently working with a different company for the batteries, but we feel that you'll be a better fit for us.
I had no idea that such a big project was in the works. It all sounds amazing.
As I was looking for a new supplier of batteries, I came to know about your company through Papaya Corporation. We would be very grateful if you considered joining our project. If you join our team, we can terminate our contract with Sky Electronics. They're not a very trustworthy company.
Sky Electronics? They're the company that's trying to buy us out!
Really? That's the first time I'm hearing of this.
Our main bank asked us to pay back all our debts by the end of this month, and told us that if we can't, we should sell ourselves to Sky Electronics. What? Why would our bank do this to us? After hearing your story, I can see that the bank's proposal to us is very fishy.
Are you referring to Mr. Kanekashi of Sky Bank?
I am. Do you know him?
I do. We work with Sky Bank too, and he's the one that introduced us to Sky Electronics as the battery supplier.
Please, tell me more.
As I was saying, we were asking Sky Electronics to develop a new battery for our new electric cars, but what they came up with wasn't very high in quality. That's why we've been looking for a new battery supplier.
I see.
That's when Mr. Kanekashi told us that he was working to get us the latest technology, and that we had nothing to worry about. He asked me to work with Sky Electronics a little longer, as positive changes were coming their way.
It all makes sense now. That's why he asked me to pay back all our debts, so that we would have no choice but to sell ourselves to Sky Electronics.
Exactly. He was going to have you sell your company so that Sky Electronics could use your technology as their own.
This all sounds like the plot of a movie. Can't believe that all this was happening behind the scenes.
I'm sure that Sky Electronics promised to pay Mr. Kanekashi some sort of fee for arranging this deal.
This is unforgivable. How dare he do this? I won't allow him to steal our technology like this.
I'm supposed to meet Mr. Kanekashi later today for a meeting. Would you mind joining me?
Yes, of course. In anger, I headed to the meeting with Mr. Kanekashi. Hello, Mr. Iron. Thank you for making time in your busy schedule to meet me.
Do you have any updates on the project?
I do. Sky Electronics was able to design a new type of battery which allows cars to drive for 1,000 kilometers after being fully charged. I think this is the battery that your company was waiting for.
That sounds wonderful.
No other company would be able to design such a high-quality battery.
You're absolutely right. But I can think of one other company that will be able to develop such a battery.
What do you mean by that?
Let me introduce you to Mr. Ohira. Please, come into the room.
Nice to see you again, Mr. Kanekashi. I didn't think I'd be so lucky to see you 2 times in one day. What are you doing here? I heard you talking about a new battery that allows cars to drive for 1,000 kilometers after being fully charged. That is our new battery, and I know for a fact that Sky Electronics didn't develop something so similar. This must be some sort of mistake, because Sky Electronics got in touch with me and told me that they had done it. Just to be clear, I won't be selling my company to Sky Electronics. You can't do that! I already told them that you would! Why did you do such a thing without my permission?
Is this what you meant when you told me that you would get a hold of the best battery out there? You were going to steal Ohira Factory's technologies?
No, that's not what I meant at all!
Then there are no issues here, correct? You'll still be able to provide me with the technology that you promised me, right? You're going to supply us with a new battery that allows cars to drive for 1,000 kilometers after being fully charged?
Mr. Ohira, I'll take back what I said about your company paying back all your debts by the end of this month. So will you please help me out here?
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to decline. We'll pay back all our debts now. We won't be dealing with your bank any longer.
You don't need to do that.
I'm only doing what you asked me to do. You're not making any sense to me right now.
Now that it's obvious that you've been lying to everyone, our company will no longer be using your bank's services either.
I'm very sorry about what I did. Please forgive me. And please, don't stop doing business with our bank.
It's too late to apologize to us. Afterwards, after receiving a large investment from Trust Corporation, we began to produce our new batteries in bulk. And we took part in a global project to manufacture sustainable electric cars. As for Mr. Kanekashi, after losing one of his biggest clients, and once his wrongdoings came to light, he was fired from the bank. I was very lucky that Trust Corporation came to our rescue when we most needed it. I'm very grateful to my dedicated employees for working so hard and creating a great company culture. Our company is going to continue creating products that play a vital role in society. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. And if you have time, please check out our other videos as well. Alright then, see you next time. Bye.